So this is my cube tower. You can see I've got 20 cubes of each color, 6 different players. So there's a total of 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120 cubes to go into the tower. Right now the tower has no shelves on it. These are the shelves. And for every player, you will add a shelf to the tower. So I'm just going to quickly put these in. Bear with me. And this plastic thing at the bottom, in case you're wondering, is just a catcher because I built my tower a little bit fast so that the tower just shoots out the items instead of a little slower. So you put one of these in. Let's say we're going to throw all cubes in through this. Let's say it's a 6-player game, which I have played and does work. And generally one shelf per player works well. So you put the shelves in the tower like that. You collect all the cubes into hand as best you can. Mix them up as much as you can into a nice jumbled rainbow. Oops, don't drop one though. And then they just all go into the top. And you'll see out the bottom, the catcher ends up catching a fair amount of them. And what happens is the amount that comes out after seeding the tower, so this is at the beginning of the game, you seed the tower, and then the colors that you get back are the cubes that you have to use at the very beginning. Now what's interesting, of course, is that there's cubes trapped within the tower on different levels. There's some on this shelf, some on this shelf, etc., all the way down. And if you pull a shelf, well, number one, I'm sure you've seen a cube tower at work before, but just in case you haven't, if I was to throw 3 purples in a, well, that's not a great color to show you, 3 purples and a red in, the winner should be the most cubes that come out the bottom. So I threw 3 blues and a red, and the red came out, which is really interesting. Or if I throw in 4 yellows, I got 2 yellows and a blue. So blue almost won, even though they didn't even throw any in. Or I could throw in 3 purples, and a green comes out. So even though three purples went in, green is the winner. So what you do is you have the option during the game to pull these shelves occasionally, and you can pull any one you want. But obviously, I don't know how you code that, knowing that the cubes that go in could land on any shelf at any time, and that shelf could be pulled to add to a result. So let me just get that back in there. So that, let's say, you can see what came out there. It was 4 yellows is the winner there out of all those. But when you would pull one is essentially like, let's say you throw 3 yellows and 3 blues, three yellows and 3 blues in, and you get a result of green, yellow, purple. Well, when you get a tie, they go back in. But now you can see it's mostly purple. Maybe yellow says, hold on, I want to try and alter this. And they play their card that lets them pull one. And now purple is still winning. But green certainly increased and yellow increased again. Maybe now green wants to pull one. And now the winner is, I think it's red. At least red and purple. No, it's still purple. But you can see how that factors in of, you have to be able to put the shelf back in and know once you put the shelf in that initial time, there is nothing on it. But as you put more and more cubes, things will accumulate on the shelves because not the same amount will go in as come out, and certainly not the same type will go in as what will come out. So how you code that, I am not sure. But there is your challenge. And I appreciate anything you can do with it, because right now I can copy the Shogun Tower, the game Shogun, but Shogun does not have the option to mess with the tower once the tower is built, and my game does. So I honestly don't know how you would code it. Just making a, and if you're curious, this is just a painted piece of PVC with some slits cut in it. For the real one, I will probably have them just come in the sides, because it's really hard to feed it through one side and then not look down the tower to see the other side of where it should go into. But that's prototype stuff. You're not really interested in that. You're interested in coding. So yeah, anything you come up with, I'd be really interested to see. All right, thanks.